making the YouTube debut.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm joined by the fabulous Georgia.
Hi!
You will have seen her if you have watched my Rome or Disney vlogs. She did feature, I will link them below if you haven't. But today we are starting the very first of my new university series.
Dun, dun, dun.
Woo! Probably doesn't sound that exciting, but basically from now until middle of September there is going to be a university themed video every Wednesday at 6, offering you all the university advice you will need if you are heading off this year. So today we are going to be doing it's a general kind of surviving university video. So it's going to cover everything pretty briefly, and then in kind of the following weeks we will be covering more specific things, all that stuff that you will need to know.
Getting down and dirty.
Absolutely, we're getting nitty gritty to go to university. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you do.
Subscribe.
And subscribe, definitely. Check back for more, and let's get started.
Woo!
So the first thing isn't so much a tip for uni, but it's something that so many people don't realise to take advantage of.
Tip for uni life.
Is student discount.
Saving your life, people.
So many places do student discount, especially if you live in a really student town.
Like Brighton.
So for student discount you can either use your university card or uni days.
Uni Days is a cool app. So basically Uni Days, you just download it onto your phone, and then you get all these list of stores. You can use it online, in store, and you basically just type in a code, or you show them like your verified student Uni Days account, and you get like 10-15% off, and then you get the dreaded notifications like, oh, Topshop, 20% off for students, 2 days.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, buy student loan.
I would definitely recommend getting Uni Days because it's free. I always think that they've got the best discounts student-wise. On Uni Days is kind of all year round. There will be always something good on there. Like Spotify, half price, Apple Music, I think is half price as well, could be wrong.
Apple Music's half price.
Definitely recommend Uni Days. There's also the NUS Extra card.
Yeah, that's good as well. The only difference between those two is that NUS you get food discount, whereas Uni Days is only like shops and brand.
NUS Extra card, you have to pay for it as well,
yeah,
don't you?
I think it's like £12?
I think it's £12 a year. With the NUS Extra card, I think it depends what you're going to use it for. I know that you can get 10% off at the co-op all year round, and I think gyms as well is on the NUS Extra card. You can normally cut the join-in fee. Also, places like KFC and McDonald's also do student discount, but they don't tend to advertise it. Yeah, no, they don't tend to advertise it, and I don't know why. In McDonald's, you can get a free...
How about you're promoting McDonald's student discount? You get a free cheeseburger.
You do, you get a free cheeseburger or a free McFlurry with your meal. KFC, if you download their app, you get 15% off.
That's actually really
over
good.
a fiver. It's so good. Definitely worth looking into if you're going to uni, because it's one of the best benefits about going to uni is you save so much money. The second thing, kind of along the same lines, is about a student bank account. So basically, instead of having like your normal debit card, you can go with whatever bank you want really and open a student account with them, and you normally get benefits from opening with them. So you went with Santander, didn't you?
Yeah, I was Santander, and shout out Santander. I personally think that's the best student bank account because you get a 4-year free rail card. So if you're getting the train home a lot, you get obviously a third off of your train prices. That saved me so much money whenever I've gone home. And you also get a £1,500 overdraft,
which believe me, you're going to need.
So it's like it's interest free. There's no like payment or anything. You just get it. £1,500 when you run out of money will save your life. Trust me.
Yeah.
You don't want to get into it because once you start, you don't really get
out. It's
out.
like an ever-ending hole after that point.
Like it will
so useful.
Really help you out between loans.
And in contrast to that, I went with Barclays because that's who I was banking with already, and it just seemed like the easiest thing to do. And I got no benefit through going and opening a student account with Barclays. Instead, I had to apply for my overdraft, and I didn't even get it.
Got it. One of their benefits was you can use the online app.
Yeah, you can. They literally, like, if you go on their website and break it down, it's like you get online banking, which you get anyway.
People, anyone can have online banking.
Exactly. And I didn't get a rail card. I didn't get anything with going through Barclays.
Santander, people.
So yeah, definitely look around before you go with whoever, and definitely take advantage of a student bank account. It's good as well if you don't have more than one bank account now, and you've just got your bog standard one to keep your loan and your stuff separate. Which kind of brings us on to our next point, which is all about budgeting. A fun subject, but important. I would recommend from the off offset of going to uni to start having a basic budget. This is probably the first time that you're just going to be handed a really big lump sum of money.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
You're just like, I'm rich!
Literally, you kind of open your bank account one day and you're like, oh my god.
Go on a night out and you're like,
literally, I'll get the round for the whole club.
Sure.
Whenever I get my student loan, I work out how much rent I need to pay and like bills and that, and then I take it out of my loan. What I have left is what I have left. Or
I personally didn't budget ever.
See, this is why we're here to help you. Like, we've done this.
But like I said, I fell down the trap of your free overdraft. I maybe should have budgeted, but I have survived. I wouldn't recommend it. It can get a bit stressful sometimes.
Yeah.
You can end up being like, Mummy, I need some money. So I would suggest going with Abby's idea because it's a lot more sensible.
Kind of when that loan is gone, it's gone, and you don't want to be like a couple of grand into your overdraft if you know that you can't pay it back, because then when your next loan comes in, you're just going to go back to like zero on your overdraft. Like, you won't have the extra money. So
no, that's what happened to me this time. I was like near the end of my overdraft, my loan came in and it was like plus £400, and then the rent got taken out. It's like, oh yeah, back in the overdraft.
Exactly. Now we're kind of moving on to more living at uni, like once you get there, which is all about cooking and washing and house stuff.
That's washing your clothes, not washing your body.
Oh yeah, no, I assume you're
I'm assuming you're good with that.
Yeah, I should have made that clear. I guess some people will have already done that at home.
Yeah, depends how much your parents
Exactly. For instance, I was very lucky. I never had to cook at home.
No.
I never had to do my washing. So coming to uni was such a culture shock. If I was you and you don't do any cooking now, don't do like your washing at home, is to practice. Because once you get here and you're in like a supermarket and you're like, what do I buy? I can't cook. And you'll soon realise as well, you can't live off of pizzas every day, pasta every day.
I still am not great at cooking. I'm more of a, I put something on an oven tray.
Yeah.
I leave it. I come back in half an hour and it's boom, dinner.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm like a chicken Kiev.
Yeah, classic.
Chicken Kiev, fish girl. Anything that's easy.
Yeah, but as long as you know basically what you're doing, definitely just have some sort of basic idea. Just one less thing to worry about when you're going to uni, which is already such a massive like thing anyway. So
sounds really odd, but just watch your mum put the washing on one.
Yeah,
Can they do a full load in the washing machine as well? Because nothing worse than doing a half load.
Yeah. The next tip as well is something that I think again not a lot of people think about until they're there, and that is making your room cozy.
Yeah.
This is so essential. Normally, especially in hall, rooms are so, and I hate to say it, but they're so ugly. They are so basic. They're so bog standard. You will have a bed, a desk.
That's it.
And a wardrobe, and that is all
if
you've
you
got to work
get
with.
you sometimes have like a massive cork board to put like pictures and stuff up on. Not all of them.
No, and especially if you're in rented accommodation, so you're not living in uni, you're guaranteed something that's probably a bit old-fashioned. What our tip is to make your room feel cozy and feel nice. Yeah, this is somewhere where you haven't been before. So many people have lived in this room, and you need to kind of make it your own. The first thing I always get when I come to uni is fairy lights.
Oh, me too.
Literally.
I've got like 3 sets around my room. It makes it so cozy.
Yeah,
in the
really
evening,
does.
You switch your main light off, you get all your fairy lights, and you're like, oh.
It really does make all the difference. I've got like 4 throws and blankets.
Yeah, I've got throws. Pillows.
So,
I personally, when I came to uni, I was so excited to do my room. I can really make this my own. Like, my room at home had been my room for like however many years. It stayed the same. So I was like, right, that's it. I'm getting new bedding. I'm getting throws, pillows. I was like, I'm getting little cute things to put in my room. Yeah. Because I really wanted it to be my pictures up.
Yeah, I was about to say about photos. Always have photos in your room. I've got my like pin board that's just covered in photos. I've got a photo frame. It just makes it like feel a little bit nicer. I also recommend bringing warm stuff, because I can guarantee you that your housemates will not want to put the heating on as much as you might have it at home. When you're paying for it yourself, you don't want to put it on that much either.
You'd be shocked at how much heating costs.
Yes, I would make sure you have like a hot water bottle, have loads of throws.
In my first year, the heating and the hot water completely went in my house. So if I hadn't have had like
all that
blankets and stuff, I would have literally died.
Definitely bring stuff that's going to keep you warm, keep you cozy. Freshers! Every university has a freshers program. Freshers is definitely something you should just like do and grab hold of, and
just absolutely just go for it. All out.
Go for it, yeah. And I think what's nice now, it isn't just clubbing. Like before, I think in a lot of universities, your 2-week freshers time is clubbing and club nights. Whereas now, a lot of universities also do some other stuff. So I know that last year there was stuff like quiz night at the uni. There was movie night, little things like that that didn't involve going out and drinking and going clubbing. So if that's not up your street, most universities universities have some sort of alternative thing to do. But I think the most important things with freshers, and we're doing a whole video on this, so watch out for that in like a week or two. Stay tuned. Is kind of stay safe. Like, you're probably in a brand new area.
Stick with a group of people.
And stick with them. Especially on like your first few days, you don't need to go crazy to the point where you don't know who you are, you don't know where you're from, you don't know who you're with. You'd be surprised at how many times, I mean, I don't even drink that much, and I would like leave the club in that first year and be like, where do I live?
Yeah,
like, how do I get home? Definitely always like have your address on hand, have numbers for local taxis.
Freshers is such a fun experience. You meet so many new people, be open-minded, say hello to everyone.
Yeah, during freshers is definitely like phone home and make sure your parents know that you're okay.
My mum wanted me to text her like every day. How was your night? Are you okay?
Are you alive? Even if they don't admit it, they probably are worrying.
They might not necessarily want to keep messaging you because they're like, oh, I want to give them your space, but they still do want to obviously know that you're alright.
That leads us nicely on to our next point, which is about making friends.
Making the friends you need.
Making friends and going to uni and being on your own really isn't as bad as it sounds. I remember queuing to enroll like in person in my first year, but like the person behind was just like, hi, how are you? Like, what course are you doing? And you just get chatting to people. Again, everyone is in the same boat. You might never see them again, but you're chatting to someone and there's someone that like you recognise in the halls and you're like, you alright?
At the beginning of uni there's a lot of like friends for a day. You have to hang out with them for the day, and it might not necessarily be because you don't like them, but you might just never cross paths again. But you'll notice them down the hallway and you'll be like, oh, you!
The most important things to do is, even if you don't feel like it, just talk to people.
Yeah.
If you're moving into, say, halls, keep your door open so that if people are passing by, you can just be like, hi, alright, like, you know, this is where I am, where are you? And in uni, I think, like, when you go to your lecture, like, normally your first lecture is some sort of welcoming lecture. Just sit next to someone. If someone's, like, sitting on their own as you walk in, just sit next to them and literally be like, hi, I'm Abby. Go to freshers, go to all your welcoming events.
Welcoming lectures are quite good at icebreakers almost.
Yeah.
You probably won't want to do it, but go to these like welcome ones, like get to know the people on your course, because
that's who you're with for 3 years. Like, who you're meant to be friends with, it might not be in that first week. I think that people panic so much in that first week and they try and find friends. It will all just come naturally. I think the biggest tip with making friends is don't worry about making friends. The last thing that we're going to talk about in this video briefly is all about university organisation. I think it's completely essential to be as organised as you're willing to be in uni, and it will make your life so much easier.
Write a list for everything.
Yeah.
That's my organisation.
Yeah.
Literally have like lists in my laptop and any of the notebooks that I use of like what I need to do, and then I tick it off when I'm done. I've got like a massive calendar in my wall, so I've got all my assignments written down on them. So know exactly when everything's due and how long I've got to do it.
Every week I'll like have a list of what I have to do.
Keep all of your work in one place as well. Have different folders for each module, so that when you're going to do an assignment for like a certain module, you're not like scrambling around your room or in your bag like, oh my god, where's this piece of paper that like breaks down the assignment? All in a folder, ready to go. Do
not be that person who doesn't back up their work.
Oh my god, so many times I've been caught out by Word.
Yeah, literally, Word will crash a week before your assignment. It happens to everyone. Have a USB stick, have 12 million hard drives, use Google Drive, that's good because it's all online, you don't have to carry it around, because your tutors won't have sympathy for you if something goes wrong. Because
you don't get mitigating if your computer crashes.
Exactly. Well, that finishes off our basic university survival tips. I hope that if you're going to university this year, that this has helped you a little bit and that you really enjoy yourself, because it is guaranteed the best 3 years of your life.
Yeah, you need just complete freedom to become who you are.
Have fun with it.
Enjoy it. You'll think it will last forever, but then you get to the third year and you're like, oh my god, it's done.
It goes so quickly, so 100% just enjoy it and embrace it, and you will have a fab time. And keep watching every week, Wednesday at 6, for more university videos. There's also blog posts. There is a blog post over on SimplyAbbi.com. It will all be linked below, so if you prefer to read it instead of watch, you can. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye!